So who is this retreat for? Men, all men, young and old. You don't have to be a member of NPC or even attend regularly. You can be a retreat pro or a total novice. There are no prerequisites at all. And you really don't have to have any knowledge or experience either. If you have questions, if you're sitting there saying, I have a lot of questions, well, guess what? A lot of the guys there had questions too, and they still do. And some of the guys, they might have things that they can share with you, which they would be happy to do, about what they've learned along the way. Our speaker this year is Kevin Gillen, a pastor from Westchester, New York. He's been regularly engaged with sports ministry and FCA, and he's known Pastor Greg and Pastor Gary for a long time. They're super excited because Kevin is a terrific speaker. The topic of his talks will be how God maximizes our manhood. Here's how Kevin summarizes the message he'll deliver. Throughout the Bible, there are stories of men who succeeded to bring about God's purposes in their lives. Their journeys are similar in that they all face adversity, and that in the end, God was victorious through them. We're going to look at 3 men who had different journeys, different endings, but all ended up in the Faith Hall of Fame in Hebrews 11. We will also see how stories connect to their stories, how our stories connect to their stories, and ultimately to God's story. I'll end with this. Why attend the retreat? Relationships. Here's time to meet new guys, get to know guys better that you may not know well today, and spend time with guys you know really well. I found that it's really funny how the retreat creates this commonality. It may start, with just saying hi to somebody at a meal. You might not even talk to them at the meal, but you sat at the same table. And then you see them in the fellowship hall after church. And now you've got something you can say hi, right? And then that might lead into being able to say more than hi. And before you know it, over the course of the year, you've become friends with someone that you weren't friends with before. And I think that's pretty exciting. So the final thing I have to say is, of course, the best relationship at all is our relationship with Christ. And this is an opportunity to build on that. And you will hear amazing stories about how God is at work in the lives of the men at NPC. And going back to the balcony, I hope to meet you there as well. Registration is open on the website, and I encourage you to sign up today. Thank you.